As you may or may not know, Liu Xiaobo has gotten a Nobel Peace Prize. He's a human rights activist in China who's fought the government. He went to jail for sedition for creating this article against fascism, blah, blah, blah. So a couple of people now have asked me what I think about him getting the Nobel Peace Prize. And so, giving you what you want. In all honesty, I don't know him. I don't know what he's done. I don't know what his accomplishments are. I don't know the reality of his accomplishments or what they were trying to do or what they actually did or anything like that. Before this incident, I didn't even know the guy existed, so I can't really say anything about him because I don't know him. So I'm not going to talk about something that I don't know because there's enough people doing that on YouTube. One of the big things is that China's all peed off about it, that this guy who's been criticizing them has gotten a Nobel Peace Prize. Well, I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, fascists usually don't really like it when you criticize them. So, in my opinion, China being mad about it doesn't really mean much. Well, China's saying that this is, they gave it to him in order just to stick one to China, that the US is behind it, and they're just trying to stick one to China because of the tensions that have been going on between China and the US recently over currency devaluations. I would not put it past the United States to do so because they know very well that China doesn't even really care about how things actually are. They only care about the perception of the way things are. They're more interested in saving face than doing anything else. Right and wrong don't really matter. It's about saving face. It's a very superficial ideology they have. But whether or not the United States actually really did this just to irk the Chinese, I honestly don't know. The government of Norway said that's not true. They didn't do anything to try to get at them. They're not tools of the US, blah, blah, blah. There's an independent body that makes its own decisions, whatever. However, what I do find funny is the fact that Barack Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize, which is kind of weird because it's one of the things that Alfred Nobel said was the conditions for getting a Nobel Peace Prize was the reduction of standing armies. Well, Barack Obama didn't do that. In fact, he escalated the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he got a Nobel Peace Prize. Well, apparently you get that by escalating a war. So you take that and the fact Henry Kissinger got a Nobel Peace Prize after the Vietnam War, when Henry Kissinger can't leave the United States because there's an international arrest warrant for him for war crimes. So people who escalate war and are war criminals get Nobel Peace Prizes. So honestly, in my opinion, I would say that the Nobel Peace Prize isn't worth anything. To me, it's literally a joke. It's of absolutely no value to anyone who actually values peace. Some of the articles, the more right-wing articles, are saying how Barack Obama has been calling for the guy to be released now that he's won a Nobel Peace Prize. Well, I would tend to agree that the guy should be released. I mean, what he's done is very minimal in my opinion. The guy hasn't really done very much in the way to actually warrant being in jail for 11 years. But on the same coin, I would like to see Barack Obama release all the people that are illegally held in Guantanamo Bay in the United States and in illegal CIA black sites around the world. I would like to see those people, the vast majority of them being innocent people whose only crime was being brown and in a country where US soldiers are, I would like to see them free as well. Perhaps we could make some kind of goodwill gesture. Out of goodwill, China could release their guy, and then the United States could release the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that they're illegally detaining from other countries. That'd be a great way to start a real peace process. Do I think Liu Xiaobo deserves a Nobel Peace Prize? No, because the Nobel Peace Prize isn't worth anything. I believe he is worthy of some prize somewhere for the stuff that he's done, but I would say the Nobel Peace Prize, Liu Xiaobo doesn't deserve it because the Nobel Peace Prize isn't worth very much. I would like to see him receive the proper due credit that he does deserve, but the Nobel Peace Prize just isn't it.